Are you even an ISTP? If you don't have a box full of cords, that's what we want right there. Today we're going to define informed intuition from the context of an ISTP. We'll review the disinformation crisis and also talk about how an ISTP can involve themselves amidst the disinformation crisis. My name is Brian. I'm an ISTP. Welcome to Informed Intuition.
Stonehenge. A visitor fashions a wire antenna in the shape of an ancient Egyptian symbol. He points it at the stones, and a surge of power rushes into his arm, knocking him unconscious. Was it all in his mind, or was it much more than that? To experience mysteries of the unknown, examine your first volume, Mystic Places, for 10 days free. Then decide if you want to dismiss it.
I'll be honest, if I didn't already know that most of you who would watch this would find the same humor and excitement in that I do, I might be embarrassed to admit it. But the truth is, before the internet, it was pretty difficult to get information about these kinds of things.
Kid's room. She reaches for the doorknob. Her hand is trembling. Her heart is beating fast. Sweat pours down her face.
Maybe you found a copy of Chariot of the Gods in the corner of the library. Or in my case, we're fortunate enough to get a subscription to Mysteries of the Unknown 3 years in a row for Christmas. Now don't get me wrong, I enjoy an episode of Ancient Aliens as much as anyone. But let's face it, with the progression of science in the new millennium and the evolution of the internet, these kinds of fun conspiracies have all but jumped the shark. And unfortunately, with the erosion of the old came the revealing of the new. The information era and the dreams of a utopian future have now been replaced by the disinformation era and an attack on the very sovereignty of our constitutional republic. Oh, I'm sorry, should I have included a trigger warning? If you thought that was a political statement, you may want to buckle up or click away, because we're on the bullet train to Crazy Town, my friend. Behold, the willful public musings of an elected representative of the United States Congress. Tell me something. How lost does a person need to be to find themselves in a place like that? And should an ISTP ever be worried about straying from the path in this way?
Well, let me help you with that.
No, I'll do it myself. I have my pride, you know. Over here. Oh, no, not that.
The key lies in our unique front stack, what I like to call our informed intuition. NI authenticates the data brought in by SE. NI third doesn't fully develop until we're an adult. So that process can be pretty tricky when it comes to abstract data. Hence the conspiracy theory trap. Once authenticated, data gets sent to TI, informed into rational conclusions, and if needed, ping those conclusions off using FE. So here's my call to action. If you're an ISTP, tell me about the first time you realized you were unconsciously questioning everything. If you're not an ISTP, I'd love to hear how you personally authenticate reality. For me, it happened around the age of 8.
I took a shower washing every body part with actual soap, including all my major crevices, including in between my toes and in my belly button.
I figured out that Santa Claus wasn't real. My mom had really unique handwriting, and I found it quite improbable that Santa and my mom had the same handwriting.
I wash my hair with the Don't Formula shampoo and use cream rinse for that Just Wash shine.
And second, but far more impactful, was the day I learned that it was possible to not believe in God. It was in that moment when my brain just exploded.
Which I never did before, but sort of enjoyed.
And I was like granted the permission to ask questions about the realities that were being presented to me.
Repent, and thou shalt be saved.
TI is tricky. This is because it's a rational function. This makes it difficult for ISTPs to take leaps of faith when the objective reality is out of reach. Whether because the calculation is FE determined or there's just insufficient data, perpetuating bad information is soul-crushing for an ISTP.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
However, once tuned, the informed intuition process can be wielded like a superpower.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
We ISTPs are one of the last lines of defense against the tsunami of lies that have infected our shared reality. But ultimately, it's our choice on how involved we want to be.
Stop that guy! Stop him! He's got my money!
Thanks.
The lobby and call the cops!
You could have taken that guy apart. I missed the part where that's my problem.
We could spend all day looking at the absurd bastardization of logic that has not only been occurring in recent memory, but has been perpetuated throughout history. The problem is it's different this time, and it's a conundrum. The more information we have access to, the worse it's getting. This is because people are stupid.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Kidding. ISTPs don't think everyone is stupid. When was the last time a farmer reported a good old-fashioned alien abduction anal probe?
They took him up in the spaceship. The aliens abused him.
Nowadays, we have to worry about our parents stumbling onto the exact same problems they worried about. In the past, we envisioned the free flow of information as this great and beautiful human accomplishment. Area 51 fanatics weren't hurting anyone. Flat earthers aren't hurting anyone except themselves.
A well-known daredevil was killed in a rocket crash yesterday near Barstow. Sources say the 64-year-old was using the rocket in an attempt to get as close to space as possible. His empty parachute is seen falling to the earth. Hughes was ejected from the rocket after, and he fell to his death.
But now we have people threatening a pizza shop over a basement that doesn't even exist, full of child traffic victims whose blood is being siphoned to increase the vitality of the Illuminati deep state. We have plans of action being drawn up to literally kidnap and murder government officials. We have actual government officials orchestrating hard coups on their own government and constitution that they swore an oath to defend. All of this is happening in literal and figurative broad daylight. Literally.
Let's have trial by combat!
And figuratively, as the lies are perpetuated so often that folks who don't have the tool set to defend against them are falling for the trap.
But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
You have that tool set, and you can use it as an opportunity to strengthen your FE. Instead of telling others around you what to think, help them learn how to think. And I suppose if you're watching this and you find these musings politically disagreeable, you're missing the point. Or maybe you're stuck in a place where you don't know what to believe. Find an ISTP you trust. Odds are they won't let you down. Thanks for hanging with me this time. I'll see you on the flip side.
And if we're wrong, we will be made fools of. But if we're right, a lot of them will go to jail.